We have some major changes coming to the United States, and every single person here in the US is going to feel the effects. President Donald Trump has promised to bring down prices for the American people, and well, he's wasting no time. Just look at this. It says Trump ordered the US government to lower prices for Americans, but can he deliver? Well, we're going to find that out very soon. According to multiple lawmakers, many experts, they are saying we will determine if Donald Trump can bring down prices within the next month. So in 1 month, we are already going to see prices start to tumble down. This could be good news for millions and millions of people. Now, I want to break down some of the things that Donald Trump has done, some of the executive orders that he has signed, and what this means for the American people moving forward. So, I'll break all this down in just a moment, but all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now, let's begin. So yes, there are a lot of people wondering, is Donald Trump going to fulfill the promise that he made of bringing prices down? We know home costs continue to go up, right? We see interest rates are still going higher, even though the Federal Reserve wants to bring them down simply because inflation is still a problem. We have seen, 21% inflation over the past 4 years, right? It's just insane. The amount of money we are paying for things now compared to 4 years ago is crazy. I want to show you this though, okay? I want to read a little bit of this article. This is from CBS News. It says Trump ordered the U.S. government to lower prices for Americans. Okay, but what exactly does that mean? Well, look at this. It says President Trump, who while campaigning vowed to end the inflation nightmare, on Monday signaled his focus on the high cost of living in the U.S. by signing an executive order that requires all executive departments and agencies to deliver emergency price relief to Americans. Emergency price relief. That's the big one. What exactly is this going to entail? Well, we don't know exactly what it's going to look like because, again, they have to just deliver, but we are going to find out soon enough. It says Mr. Trump's January 20 order blames several factors for the pandemic-era inflation surge that has left many households feeling financially pinched, including high federal spending under the Biden administration and costs from new regulations. It goes on to say, it is critical to restore purchasing power to the American family and improve our quality of life. Yeah, but how quickly is that going to come? Well, according to many reports, experts and lawmakers both believe this is only going to take a couple months. Between 1 and 3 months, we are already going to see the effects of gas prices, home costs, right, everything. That is actually good news for American people. It says right here, Trump's cost of living order fails to address the root causes of inflation, namely corporate profiteering and broken supply chains. According to an executive director of Groundwork Collaborative, says this order is a talking point, not a plan. Now, there's always groups that can go back and forth that, no, Donald Trump never put a plan in place, right? There was never a plan. It was just it was just an idea. That's what Democrats are saying for the past year, that Donald Trump has no plan to bring down inflation. It was just, yeah, let's bring it down. Well, here's what's going on right now. I want to show you this. Donald Trump, just the other day, he ordered all federal DEI employees placed on paid leave starting Wednesday, which is today. And eventually, they will be let go. It says the memo issued Tuesday to heads of departments and agencies sets a deadline of no later than 5 p.m. of Wednesday, which is today, to inform the employees that they will be put on paid administrative leave as the agencies prepare to close all DEI-related offices and programs and to remove all websites and social media accounts of such offices. It also asks federal agencies to submit a written plan by January 31st for dismissing the employees. Guess what Donald Trump is doing? He's lowering the costs. He's bringing down the costs. Now, by doing this, What is his ultimate plan? His ultimate plan is to pretty much eliminate certain income taxes for certain groups, like people that get tips, for people that work overtime, because again, if you're working overtime, you're doing more, you should get a little bit more back. And third one, for people that claim Social Security benefits. People that are getting Social Security benefits should not pay any type of income tax on their benefits. That's what he's saying. So what Donald Trump's doing is, by lowering the amount that the U.S. government uses, we can use more of that money, or what he's saying is we can then push more of the money back to the American people, like increase the child tax credit, right? Because after 2025, it goes down to $1,000 per child. But under the Trump administration, it's been $2,000. Guess what? It could actually go up to $3,600. Yeah, millions and millions of families would benefit from this. Look at this one as well. Donald Trump plans to impose a 25% tariff on Mexico and Canada by February 1st. He's also talking about a 10% tariff on China. So there's a lot of discussions about tariffs potentially increasing the cost to the American people. And that's true. It would likely do that. But at the same time, it's going to put more pressure on Canada, Mexico, and China. So we'll see what happens there. But there's other things that Donald Trump has done and executive orders that he has signed in order to bring down costs. Here's another one. Donald Trump withdraws the U.S. from the World Health Organization. It says public health experts say U.S. withdrawal from the World Health Organization could undermine the nation's standing as a global health leader and make it harder to fight the next pandemic. Well, here's the problem. Millions and millions of Americans, voted not to worry about the next pandemic, to worry about their current situation. Many people just here on my channel have sent me emails or put in the comment section and said that they don't want to pay for a pandemic in 5 to 10 years. They don't want to pay today for that. Okay? They also don't want to pay for issues we're going to see in 20 to 30 years. They don't want their cost to increase today to pay for something that may happen in 20 or 30 years. This is also part of the reason why Donald Trump was very eager to get out of all the EV mandates, right? We don't need to go all EV. It will just increase costs too much today for something that, again, may happen in 10, 20 years. The American people and people here in this community have said, they're very vocal. No, give me a little bit more money today. Give me more money today so I can live today. I can buy food today. I can keep the heat on today, a roof over my head tonight. That's what we want. Want to make sure that we are taken care of today so that we can actually live in the future. Not pay for the future and struggle to live today. So Donald Trump has actually done that. Here's another big one. Donald Trump has a deportation plan, and these plans are beginning to take shape as many of these immigrant communities are bracing for what's to come. We don't know exactly what this is going to look like. I talked about this yesterday. There was a lot of speculation of what could come, what cities are going to be hit first and hardest, but again, we just don't know yet. Now, here's the question I was asked the other day. How quickly are Donald Trump's plans going to go into effect? How quickly will we see these hit home? Well, there's somebody that is answering this, okay? This lawmaker is talking about. Let's listen.
You know, the president is delivering on the promises that he campaigned on, and he's not wasting any time. In his first 8 hours, Charles, he delivered on some important tax policy, but also trade initiatives. His tax policy that you were just talking about was pulling the United States out of the OECD agreement that the Biden administration agreed to that virtually would rip away $120 billion worth of profits from U.S. companies and strategically allocate it to everyone else and not even allow these foreign governments to respect and appreciate our global minimum tax.
It really is nuts. I mean, to seed this, to voluntarily seed our greatness, it just boggles the mind. And of course, I look at Germany being the poster country for this nonsense. They've given away so much greatness. So what's on the drawing board next? A lot of talk about one big, beautiful bill, getting all the things through that you can't get with an executive order. Will Congress be able to step up and help expedite the process?
We're working as hard and as fast as we can. I've been pushing for the one big beautiful bill, much like what President Trump has been pushing for. In this bill, we can do his immigration policies that need to be passed into law, his energy policies that need to be passed into law, budget cuts, and also to extend his expiring provisions of the tax code. We should not kick the can down the road. Do it now. There are over 26 million small businesses that are making decisions now based on the uncertainty of what their tax bill will look like next year. We need to do it now, deliver for the American people, and get the job done.
Right there, he's talking about this big beautiful bill. This big beautiful bill is what they're calling it. Anyway, this bill is likely going to include many different things. One of which is the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act extension, which is actually lowering your taxes, your tax bill. So that is something that Donald Trump put in place years ago, back in 2017, I believe. Now, that is going to expire at the end of this year, which is one of the reasons why they are trying to extend it. But these discussions have been going on for years. Many lawmakers didn't want to do it. But now that Trump is back in office, this is likely going to occur. As to how they get there, that's what we don't know. As to how many votes they're going to get, that we don't know. All we know at this time is that if Donald Trump is doing all these executive orders this quick, today is only his second full day as the 47th president of the United States. He has made so many changes in the first half day, and then yesterday his first one full day. So he's been in office for 2 days so far. Okay? Or coming up on 2 days total. He has made so many changes. Many people are speculating that this big, beautiful bill, that when it comes to the floor of the House and the Senate, and it will likely pass, this will likely be the big change that the American people are waiting for. So again, I don't know what exactly it's going to look like. I don't know what is going to be in the bill as of yet. I don't know what the verbiage is going to be. But what I do know at this time is that changes are coming. Number one, need to make it actually affordable to live in the United States. People have left the U.S. because it's too expensive. People are leaving certain states and cities because it's too expensive. Okay? So what we know is that Donald Trump is going to do whatever he can to bring back the greatness of the United States, because we've gone away from that over the past several years. So we'll see what happens, but as we get more information, I promise I will bring you all the latest news and updates, but that is what we know as of today. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.